Meet up with Corbo. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. How y'all doing, man? Happy New Year. All right, Corbo. What's going on? Reaching fit too. Hold up. Got me fit yesterday. Ruby Distortion and Sapphire Distortion. That sounds like Kyogre and Groudon to me, or Groudon and Kyogre respectively. Hold on, do they have our, I know we have Rayquaza in it. I guess it makes sense that the other Gen 3 Box Legends are in this too. Oh, I'm hype. I wonder if they have their primal reversions. Hey chat, let me know which one y'all prefer, Kyogre or Groudon. Personally, I shouldn't even have to say it, man. Y'all already know me as the best fire type trainer of all time. Gotta go with my boy Primal Groudon. But Kyogre's cool too. We don't talk about type matchups around here. Why Corbo low-key got locks? Wait a minute. Corbo, who you feeling like? Wait a minute. Hold on. Who did Corbo's hair like that? I wonder if he went to the same place that Naveen went to, man. Cause you know Naveen's hair be done, bro. I gotta hit up whoever does Naveen's hair. Myself, right? Alright, let's see. The other colors for the dress, right? And then shell pink. Low-key, is this kind of fire? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go buy some new clothes actually. 1.5 mil just sort of sitting in the bank. Let's go. Casual at affordable prices. Unique items and styles. Let's check. Gotta look fresh before taking on the Hoenn Legends. Hopefully we didn't convert into a battle zone or anything. I already have that in beige. Dark brown. Not yet. Wine red. Oh yeah, gotta cop that. Put that on right now. What if I get the red vest, right? And then black undershirt. All in one, I don't hate it. Low key, the suspenders, I really don't hate it. If I can get some red suspenders too. I like the colors on this. Stuff to put together. Leather loafers, I like the caramel. What's going on, Unicorn Gamer? How's it going? Happy New Year. wanted to just try on real quick was... I just bought there you go. Wine red, and black. Never mind, I'm not a big fan. Thought it would look better than it actually did. Pants. I might go cargo or asymmetrical cargo. Here's a dark red. Chanel pants. Let's just go with this. Full wide leg slacks. Get the shorts. Black on the loafs. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Continue. Not crazy about the pants. But let me see if I can find one more clothing store. If I don't find another clothing store that has something, I'll just keep these. But let's see. Luxury? Alright, let's go luxury. Got some extra money to spend today. Okay, I can use them bad. I kind of like this. No, I like this a lot. Hold on. They got quarter zips in the game now. Everybody hopping on the quarter zip train. Let me get that actually. Wait, that's nice. I know exactly what I'm gonna wear that with too. Hold up, let me now I know exactly what pants I want to wear these with. There we go. Asymmetrical cargo pants. Switch the shoes on them. Thinking, could go the mid tops or combat boots don't look awful. They go with the red laces. That's one look. Chunky sneakers. Probably go white on those. Ooh, I do like the white chunkies. Alright, white chunkies in the lead right now. Or so the puffy soles or the sand orange. Now I'm going with the white chunks. And then on the bag, might go either Y hollow. I do like the Grisham satchel. Could go classic simple round. Two-tone round. I think I'm gonna go simple round classic. Earrings, we could go lightning. We got no earrings. Alright, there we go. That's our final look. Now, what did Corbo want us to do? Bring the Hoenn Salta Ansha. Got it. Try to get both Kyogre and Groudon, but at least one. Let me get my team right too. Y'all already know. Fire type extraordinaire. I have an Annihilate though. I caught a shiny Mankey the other day. Leveled that up. Haven't found much use for it in competitive, but it is fun to use regardless. Alright, let's see. Might go Anko. I'm gonna go Anko. 260 sweet, 160 spicy, 160 sour, 20 bitter. I wish it was like, I mean, I can take a capture, right? 260 and fresh. Make an Omega old-fashioned donut for visiting Groudon in hyperspace. All right. Maybe it shows up in the mission thing, because I remember before I had pulled up a recipe online, at least just to remember it. Maybe it just shows up in the mission description, and I'm checking in the wrong spot. Because I feel like there's no way they would just, like, you know, expect you to remember that off rip, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Anything? Talk to Ansha? Alright, let's try the Omega recipe first. No, yeah. Alright, nothing. Here's one that only calls for 7 hyper berries, so we can actually go even crazier because we have 8 spots. So 2 Colbur, perfect. 2, where is it? I guess not like butcher mode is let's see what attribute I'm missing and then try to add it at the end. Alright, Kanga, Shuan, Hyper Roselli, or I guess Hyper Akka, one of the two. So let's see, whichever one I come across first. Hyper Akka, and then a normal Roselli. They said gets the job done. That's not enough. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. So we need... Let me just cross everything out. 260 sweet. Let me... Go back to the bottom. Doesn't give me the most sweet. Tanga gives me the most sweet, I think. 260 sweet. 160 and spicy. 25 and spicy, 220 and spicy, 160 and sour. We only have 3 of these. Shucka, Khan, 60. There we go. 20 and bitter, we're good. 260 and fresh, we're cooked. We're cooked. You don't have enough. No. What if I remove one of these, right? What do we say? 160 and spicy. I'm just gonna trust the process. We need stuff that boosts fresh. Fresh is at 2. We still need 60 for fresh. Oh, I could do this. Wait a minute. Is this it? Alright. So we still need... We're good on spicy. We still need 40 points in sweet. We're good on bitter. Oh, and we still need 55 on sour. Alright. 40 in sweet, 55 on sour. What do we got? That's good for sweet, not good for sour. Good for sweet. 55. Nothing really. That's good for sour, but not for sweet. I'm gonna hate if I have to go back into hyperspace, but I think I'm going to. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back into hyperspace. Alright, hold up, no problem. Nothing we can't do. Let's go here, large hyperspace zone. Go to the large ones, so there's gonna be more floating Pokeballs for us to get berries from. What's going on, E9S? How's it going? Happy New Year. Pokeballs. I'm gonna also try to do the missions so we can try to get that bonus ball, but mainly we're looking for just floating Pokeballs anywhere we can get a one. Flying types, 3 species of Mons. First species right there. Drampa, for being such a cool mon, is surprisingly easy to catch. Typically, those rare trouble with, but not with Drampa. Although I guess it is known for being on the friendlier side. Catch flying types. I'm gonna go. Getting on the roof is our best bet. Baracle, gotcha. Dang, you really tried to run up on me. Still gotta catch some. No, I missed. Or landed slash. I was hoping he would miss. Flying types if you're not on the roof. Furfro. Oh my god, start. Justice Dojo's over that way. Hyperspace goes in the Justice Dojo. Those of you who don't know, this is where you can go to get hyper training as well as use your secret mastery to turn some moves into plus moves. This is also where you go to evolve Primeape into Annihilate. There's some training dummies over there, and if you use Rage Fist on them 20 times, Primeape will be able to evolve. What's going on, Hasbin? Didn't I beat this game already? No, I completed the DLC main story, but then there's the post-game content. So I guess technically, yeah, I completed the main story portion of it, but yeah, they always have the extra content in there for after completing it. I saw the flying types down there. Catch 2 of those and I'm good to go. Alright, bonus ball, where are you? I should probably get back on the roof, right? Get a little space. I do see it. Boom. Oh, are you for real? There's an elevator there anyways, but I did the more complicated way and it paid off because we ended up finding our bonus ball. Pretty sure I found all of them. didn't, you know, there's more hyperspace portals and we have more donuts. So we'll be right. Did I shave? I did. Okay, you're kind of chopped. Why are you worried about how another man looks? That's my question to you. Why are you worried about how another man looks? Alright, let's see. Now we'll go back, see if we can make that donut again. And so we do have the recipe. So we have what we need. And then I can always find that link for the other recipe. You looking out? Why are you looking out for another man's looks though? That's my question. Why, right? Like never in my life, in my entire life have I said, yo, I gotta look out for this dude's looks. I gotta like, right? Like that's, I don't know. That's not odd to you? That's not odd. I mean, hey, listen, right? Let me clarify. No judgment though, right? That's how you swing. I believe in being able to express loving whatever you love. I don't know. Alright, 260 sweet. We're at 190. Let's do 160 spicy. 105. Alright, we're good on sweet, we're good on spicy. Sour, we need 140. Bitter, we need 20, but we're good on. And then fresh, we need 260. Sour, we're very behind. Oh, it like checks it off for us when we have enough. I also just noticed that. Okay. Well, we definitely don't have enough. No, let me see if I can pull up that exact recipe. That might be a little bit easier. And then we can use our, this one will use a 7, so we'll have an extra slot. So Hyper Colbur. This is what I was missing before too. And is that what I was missing? I think it might have been Chewan I was missing. Shoot. I wish I knew the I assume they're like pretty much all the same, but just with like boosted stats. So I was gonna say if I knew the stat spread, I could just try to substitute it. Oh no, there we go, Hyper Chewan, let's go. Alright. Hyper Roselli. And then, so it had Hyper Aka here, or it said I could do Hyper Roselli. I'm gonna do Hyper Roselli. That's the first one. Oh, I already have it. Okay. And then normal Roselli. No. Hold on. Oh, no, okay, they didn't, it's not an either or. They just put it on the same one by accident. It's a typo. Alright, normal Roselli, and then apparently we'll be good after that, so we'll just have an open slot. No, we're not good after that. We still need, how much? In, I think we need 260 in fresh, right? Yeah, 260 in fresh. Alright, I don't know why that recipe told us that we were good off only 7 berries, but we are now good. It only gives us plus 88 though, I don't know. I'm gonna take this out, right? Because we're already good on everything but spicy. What does the Roselli give us though? Oh no, we are good on spicy, okay. We're good on everything but sweet. So the Roselli must have boosted our sweet stat. We need 260 on that, right? So they give us plus 25 on sweet. So if we have something that gives us at least plus 25 on sweet, and then we can fill the other thing plus 30 here, plus 7 level boost. Right, so yeah, now we just need 80 more on fresh, and Plus 94. I'm not crazy about it, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. No, sorry. I like women. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, who you like is none of my business. I'm just saying, you know, as a fellow woman lover, only people whose looks I really think about are women. But that's my business, and your business is yours. Alright, Jean Sector 11 for Groudon. This should be fun. My team is super non-prepared for Groudon. I have a team of literally all fire types, but doesn't matter. I mean, we already know how it's gonna go. We're gonna go in, almost get there, right? Because we're usually actually like doing pretty okay. But at the end of the day, you know, probably gonna time out or something, and then, of course, I have my backup plan for if we need it. Why am I so far? Wait a minute. Hold on. Alright, I need to be over here. I guess it dropped me off like over here. So, let's fly to this. Oh, that's where I just was. Okay. Maybe fly to the battle zone? Why'd they hide this hyperspace dimension portal? Alright, guess we're going to the battle zone. Take one of these two. Oh, no. What? I guess we have to battle people in the battle zone. No. Oh, clutch dodge. Give me all that help. Yeah, thank you. Don't ever. Come on now. Greatest fire type trainer in the world, and he thought he could come at me with a water type. Like, I haven't been playing for that weakness. Oh, Hurricane kind of goes crazy though, I won't lie. Luckily, I got my Giga Drain on me. A little bit of that health back. So, behind here. Somebody over here that's just hammer up. Alright, almost out. Dawn is approaching anyways, I'm almost done. No, Florges! Oh, there it is. Okay. So it wasn't in the battle zone. I guess it makes sense. I mean, yeah, very clearly not in the battle zone. Just that I had to go through the battle zone. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have to just like? Do I just have to wait until it's daytime again, and then once this barrier's down, I guess I cut through there? Yeah, no, I think. Okay. Cool. And then yeah, because there's a wild zone barrier. So unless there's a way out of the battle zone this way, which it doesn't seem like there is. You know what I will do? I'm gonna fight these two people right here. Reason being, take him out just to get him out the way. Then there's like a waiter guy. Fight him. Get my my Pokemon field going completely fresh to face Groudon. That is what's better. Houndoom. Okay, what do we have? There we go. I wish Rotom was in this game, man. Rotom is a fantastic addition to any fire type teams. Electric type coverage is great to have always. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try this guy anyways. Almost snuck up on him. I should have Giga Drained because I can't guarantee that my next Giga Drain is going to be super effective. Never mind, we're good. Overleaf. Give me that health. There we go. And my Pokemon are healed, even though I think at this point the only damage taken is Jogo off that There's Dark Pulse from Houndoom. So, not a lot of damage taken overall, but going in fresh is better than going in not fresh. Nearly Daybreak 2. I'll get one of those. 1/4 of a Goku can solo this game. Let me think. This game specifically? Yeah, probably. This game doesn't really feature many of like the super broken Pokemon with like all the, you know, reality bending abilities like that. So yeah, probably. No, why did you Super Fang? That's super annoying. Alright, at least we stopped that thing. I can't even get out this way anyways. I gotta wait for it to be daytime. I'm gonna Cotton Guard, right? See, I know the AI of this game too well now. No! Oh, that's gonna pack a punch. No paralysis. No, Scovillain! Alright, we're going out bad. Personally, I can't stand for it, though. Boom. Flash of the punches, of course, had to come out on top. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, the strongest Pokemon in this game, you got Xerneas and Yveltal, who are, like, able to control life and death. But, I mean, even still, you know, that's, like, it's something that they have to do, you know, it's not like you just, like, die from being around them. Or, like, you're immortal just from being around them, but they have to, like, grant it to you, or, you know, you force it out of them. So, Goku would probably be, you know, faster than them. Who else? Mewtwo, Mega Rayquaza, all very powerful Pokemon, but again, when you're up against the likes of Goku, raw power isn't really going to cut it. You're going to want those, you know, reality-bending hacks, and, well, you know, they're strong. Mewtwo is a strong mon. Doesn't really meet the criteria there. Mega Rayquaza, again, Pokemon with a crazy amount of just, like, raw power, but, as we've said, we need a little bit more than that. There we go. Team healthy, new day is dawning, so we'll be ready soon. Hoopa's a pretty solid mon. Hoopa's a tricky mon because it can summon other legendary Pokemon with its portals. I haven't watched the Hoopa movie in literally forever. So I don't even remember if, like, the Pokemon that it summons, I don't think it can control the Pokemon that it summons, you know? I think it's just a matter of, like, bringing them into battle. Because if it can control them, you know, then it's ultra broken. But even then, right, there's still the speed at which it would need to summon the Pokemon. And Goku definitely outspeeds there. So yeah, I think Goku could easily solo this game specifically. Strongest Pokemon is not Eternamax Eternatus. That is incorrect. And then caps at Multiverse. Goku is complex multi 4D. Explain to me what. Alright. I'm gonna play a game. Let's play a game. You explain to me what complex multi to 4D means. And when I say explain to me, I don't mean Google what it means and then type to me what Google said. I don't mean copy paste the versus battle definition. I want you to explain to me what complex multi to 4D means to you and how that helps Goku win against the strongest Pokemon is not Eternamax Eternatus. Eternamax Eternatus has the highest base stat total in the games. Lore-wise, Eternamax Eternatus is definitely not the strongest Pokemon, however. You see, this is why, right? This is why we don't start debates on things we don't know about. Because if you knew about Pokemon, you would know that. Alright, so this is where Groudon's at. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Whether Scovillain is a good choice for our first Mon or not is going to depend on whether this is normal, you know, base Groudon or Primal Groudon. If it's Primal Groudon, we're slightly cooked. I'm going to save progress, though, just so we don't have to go all the way back, because I do have a backup plan if it is Primal Groudon. I got a team for that, too. But let's hope it's regular Groudon. Maybe we get the Red Orb somewhere else. Nah, Primal Groudon's more fun to fight, though. Hopefully it's Primal Groudon. Looks like it's regular Groudon. Let's go. Okay. Not Primal Groudon. Cool. Our chances got a little bit better. We're still going to have a little bit of trouble. A little bit more than a little bit. I mean, this is a ground type that we're dealing with, and we are the fire type specialist. But what I'm thinking is Scovillain can high-key carry with a combination of just Growth, Giga Drain, and Mega Evolution. Oh, okay, wait a minute. No, he's kind of doing a lot of damage. Wait, no. That's not how that was supposed to go. At all. Hold on. And why am I taking so much damage? Hold on. Whoa. Whoa, okay. I got too lost in the sauce. It's too, why am I not collecting? Yo, get the... Alright. Just see that I'm like trying to get the Mega Orb, just won't let me get close, bro. Like Groudon had Infinity, bro. He was moving like Gojo. We start the battle, of course. We're not Dang, that's crazy. I didn't even do enough damage to get the continue with progress. But you know what? I'm gonna try it one more time just because I don't know what I was doing that first attempt. And if I don't get it this time, which I don't think I will, based on Groudon's moveset, it seems like I just don't have the right team for this right now, which is fine. I know who the right team is. So I'm gonna try it one more time with my Mono Fire team. Probably not gonna go great. And then we'll see where our friends over at. Calm-minded. Alright, so Groudon's attacks actually aren't that hard to dodge. I think I was just genuinely taking them head on. Yeah, see, when you get too close, you're gonna get hit by that giant fireball he launches at you. So, key there is just don't get too close. Alright. Well, I could have figured that out earlier than I did. Alright, there we go. Got him confused. Let's go in. Hold on, low key. Scovillain strategy kind of working. Oh, I just got hit with what looks like a mean solar beam. Hold on. Wait, yes, Scovillain low key, high key is cooking. Scovillain! Hold on! Scovillain is cooking! Oh, did not want to eat that fire blast to the face. Now there's something I'm afraid of. Really, I'm doing well enough, right, that in fact I don't even have to bring in the B team if this doesn't happen. If it does happen though, yeah, we gotta lock in. I'm gonna use Growth one more time, and then Groudon's not taking another combo. There we go. Finish him off, Scovillain. Boom. Good work. All right. Let's see. Is that it? Do we get Groudon here? Or is there a phase 2? No! Ah, shoot. All right. Let's go. Primal Groudon. Come on, baby. This is one of the coolest legendary mons out there. Unfortunately, our team is horribly under-equipped for this. Our biggest asset here actually was Scovillain's, you know, Grass Stab. We do not have that advantage of Grass being super effective against Primal Groudon. So I'm going to take this as far as I can. I don't really have high expectations. I mean, as you can see, the damage output is already below optimal. But I do have a team that I think can take this on. So we'll see how we do with Scovillain. Probably going to keep Scovillain on the team just because getting through that first phase is pretty simple with Scovillain on our team. Alright, not bad on the damage, to be honest. I mean, if it weren't Primal Groudon, it would be doing better. For those of you who don't know, Groudon in its base form, which is that first form that we just fought, is a pure ground type. Ground is weak to grass type attacks. However, once it goes into this primal form right here, it becomes a ground and fire type. And fire types are not weak to grass. Groudon hits neutral damage against grass type attacks. So we lose that 2 times damage multiplied. Whoa! What do I do against this? I'm fighting on, it's like I'm fighting on Namek, bro. Oh my goodness! Did I avoid that? How did I even do that? Alright. So low-key, we're not doing too bad. We're going to time out for sure. I can tell because we're not even halfway through, but our donut is rapidly losing energy. Oh! So we're going to time out, which is okay. Got a decent gauge on how strong Groudon is and its moveset. There. I'll hit give up, but Command Boom is obviously starting. Save in the beginning. I have perfect team to do it. Although getting him almost halfway there, I gotta say, is pretty solid. Alright, he has his Infinity there, which I guess is the game's way of stopping us from getting too close to Groudon. So nobody questions why we got that close and didn't get trampled. It's actually kind of funny. Unfortunately, it is. No. Oh, okay. There we go. I was taking that solar head on. So we're in our timeout. Here is that insane attack right here, bro. I don't even know what move this is. This Earthquake? Low-key, it's not even doing damage. Is this purely visual? Groudon, is this just optics? What Hercule be saying about the Cell games? It's like it's just a bunch of C4s, light show effects. Groudon, it's all Hollywood, man. I'm not scared anymore. Alright, yeah, I got the perfect team for this. We're gonna time out. That's fine. I'll restart so we can get access to our box again. Groudon's for sure. This is easy with the right team. As expected, we were too cocky going in with Mono Fire, but honestly, not bad. To be honest, I think even if I had like better coverage on this team, not even so much about the fact that we're Mono Fire, and more so about the fact that I'm Mono Fire with like not great coverage overall. You know, like Scovillain's really the only Pokemon that's well equipped to deal with ground types to begin with. Oh man, and we were so close too. Now I'm kind of mad because like a little bit more time could have done it. All right, ran out of donut energy. All right, we're gonna give up. Spell from hyperspace is fine. I'm gonna let it load so I don't mess up the game. Actually, I'll just close it now. $4D just means a bit, but yeah, but what is 4-dimensional? Having 4 dimensions of space? No. I'm gonna tell you that right now, no. Because the 4th dimension is not space. 4th dimension is time. When you talk about things being 4D, right? So we think about 2-dimensional is like a drawing on paper, right? And then 3-dimensional, we're 3-dimensional. This cup is 3-dimensional. Almost spilled my water. 4th dimension is time. Something that you know, we can't really observe, but we can observe its effects on things. Our measurements in time are only man-made, stuff like that. So when we talk about characters being fourth dimensional, right, it talks about being able to break that space-time fabric. That's what that is. What's going on, Wyatt? What happened? We tried to face Primal Groudon with a mono fire team. It actually went pretty decent. But I got a team prepared for him. Alright, so I'm going to go with Salamence. We have a Salamence now, a shiny Salamence that I caught. I'm going to remove Jogo. We're going to go with... I gotta clear out my boxes, dude. Look at this. Where is... Let's go with Dragonite as well. Mereoleona can get swapped out. Gonna go with... There we go. Our boy Garchomp. Keeping Scovillain for round 1. And then the ace of this team, real star, is going to be our guy Tatsugiri. We'll swap out. Oh, you know, Inosuke, you know I love you, man, but you haven't really been able to do much for us here. All right. So I'm going to swap out a couple moves here as well. Stone Edge is going to get swapped out in favor of Earthquake. Oh, but Salamence gets Hydro Pump. But he's adamant and 405 attack. Let me see what Salamence's base special attack is. Do it now, because I don't want to go through the trouble of resetting its IVs or EVs, sorry. So we're going to keep that. Yeah, Hydro Pump would be great, but we're going to keep that. Dragonite. I already gave him Earthquake. We'll also do Ice Punch in favor of Fly, I think. Maybe it should have been in favor of... And, you know, special attack isn't bad. So I'm also going to do Water Pulse. I might even go back and give Salamence Hydro Pump, just because Salamence's special attack isn't bad either. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, alright, there we go. Anko. Not much I could give Anko, but because Anko does know... I'll give Anko Solar Beam, too. Yeah, because Anko does have Calm Mind and Energy Ball. She made the team. But not really much I could give here. Garchomp. Bulldoze and Earthquake are going to be huge against Primal Groudon. I'm thinking possibly also Dig, right? We just go all out with ground-type moves here. Let me just see what else I have access to. This thing, get Ice Fang? Guess not. Surf. Oh, Liquidation. Liquidation is good. I'm actually going to replace Dig with Liquidation. I didn't know that we got Liquidation. Okay. And Tatsugiri. I think we're pretty set on Tatsugiri's moves. I'm going to actually switch out Waterfall for Water Pulse. Because we are a... won't be able to relearn the move. I guess. I don't know why I won't be able to relearn it, but it doesn't matter. We are a special attacker. All right, there we go. This is our team now. I'm going to save here too, but I don't think we'll need it. Goku can do that easy, no diff. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, same strategy as before. Lead with Anko. Build up that Mega Energy. Switch to Scovillain and just melt away Groudon. When Groudon turns to Primal Groudon, then we switch into our ground types to build up Mega Energy. Switch to Tatsugiri and just Nasty Plot hammer him with a mix of Hydro Pump, Surf, and Water Pulse. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Mortal Kombat solos Pokemon, no diff. Are you just naming series now? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, has been. You're not gonna be able to rage bait me by inserting a series that you don't know about and then saying that it quote-unquote solos Pokemon no dick. Like that doesn't really do anything for me. Mortal Kombat does. Mortal Kombat dose. It's a medicine. What do you mean Mortal Kombat dose? There we go. Alright. 2. Mega Evolve. Oh, and I get the full animation on the Mega Evolution. There we go. There we go. Plan C is just get a stronger donut, but I really don't. Growth. Bullet Seed. Wicked Drain. Oh, and he's confused. Yeah, get him. Get him. I don't know why I was just standing there eating that. It's because of the Solar Beam. Can't stop a fire type user with Solar Beam. Come on now. Basic type matchup. Growth again. Honestly, I'd probably save time if I didn't keep spamming growth, but I really want to ensure that I keep that boost. I don't want to lose the timeout. Alright. More growth, Giga Drain, and is out of here. There we go. Next phase, next phase. Alright, here we go, here we go. Now we just build up our primal energy. Salamence, you are up, man. Earthquake. Let's just gauge how this does. Not bad. Dragonite, I want you to go in. Oh, I can't use Water Pulse? Water type. Oh, no. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay. I was not expecting that. So, here's some context. In the main series games, Primal Groudon has an ability called Desolate Land. What Desolate Land does is it strengthens the power of fire type moves, and it is a permanent weather setting that nullifies all water type moves. Now, because Legend ZA does not have abilities, I thought I would be good to go on water type moves. I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. And you know what? That's on me. I should have figured as much, because while there aren't abilities in this game, there most certainly is still, you know, weather effects. And as I said, Desolate Land really is just a weather effect. Comes down to it. Oh no, and I didn't okay. Alright. Oh shoot, alright. That's not good. That was really my plan B. But it's fine. We actually kinda just did what we wanted to do. I wish I went with Dig, but it's okay, it's okay. Here's the plan. Big plan. Mega Evolve. Earthquake. See how this goes. Alright, there we go. That is not doing the damage that, it's not quite doing the damage that a water type move would have done, of course, because water would have given us 4 times super effective damage. But it's what we got to work with. To be honest, I don't even think I really need to like change the team up that much if this doesn't go well. I think the only change would be to swap out all of my water type moves for some ground type moves. Switching out Groudon, or not Groudon, Garchomp for now, just because if we get hit by this, I don't see it going too great for us. Alright, saving my heals. No, why is it coming over here? Why is it coming over here? Why is it coming over here? Alright, give it a heal. Max potion. Possibly should have waited until a faint to use a max revive, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta just go for it, and that's what I do. There we go. Oh, and we got some sort of like pause on the time, I just realized. I don't know what triggers that, but that's great. That actually like really kind of shifted the tides here. Alright, Garchomp, one more Earthquake, please. Bulldoze, end it, Garchomp, right here. Come on, baby! Woo! Hey, Team B, I'm sorry for doubting y'all. Tatsugiri, my fault, bro. Didn't mean to put Tatsugiri in that situation. Because, yeah. Was really banking on those water type attacks to work. But yeah, that's on me. I should have been known. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, this is, there's no abilities. It's a Legends game. But like, yeah, there's weather. Of course, they're going to still have that, that effect. So then I can also assume that with Kyogre, not that we would want to, but we won't be able to use fire type moves. That's fine. Forgot how good Pokemon games could look? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They've been turning it up on the graphics. I don't have Zygarde yet. I've been saving him for last. His Dragon move can do a lot of damage. It can, but when you're up against tight matchups like this, it's typically better to go with the one that will give you not only the same type advantage boost, but also the super effective type matchup. So, I mean, Zygarde wouldn't have been a bad choice, especially with like 1,000 Arrows or something. But I chose to go with Garchomp just for its moveset availability. And then speed too. Garchomp has good speed. Going on, Goji boy. I want to get a PS5, but a relative is having issues with theirs. It won't play games. I'm worried mine would do the same thing. What do you mean it won't play games? Because the only reason why, right, if there's something with their PS5, the only reason why it would also happen with yours is if it were an issue not with the PS5, but with whatever they're like, you know, trying to play. So whether it's like the monitor or you know, let's say if it's I don't know if it's a disc, but if it's a disc, if there's like damage on the disc, that would probably be the issue. But the odds of, you know, two PS5s having the exact same defect are super, super low. So I would say if you want to get a PS5, go ahead and get one. I've got a PS5 here. I enjoy it. But yeah, I don't have Zygarde yet. Reason I don't have Zygarde is because I was saving it for last. I was in the middle of completing the live decks, which is where you have one of every Pokemon in the game. And then when I was in the middle of completing that is when they dropped the DLC. So put the live decks on hold. I'm gonna complete it once I finish all the DLC missions. But yeah, no Xerneas, Yveltal, or Zygarde for me yet. Those are the some of the last ones that I need. Is a PS5 Slim worth getting? Replace the regular size PS5. I can't afford Pro. Yeah, I mean, I have this regular one right here. Full transparency, it was a gift, so I can't speak too much on, you know, the financial impact that it had on me because, like I said, it was a gift, so I didn't have to spend money on it. I would say, because the Slim is what? It's no discs, right? Only digital games and less storage. I would say if you're getting it to play, you know, the same handful of games. So I don't know what you play, but let's say if you play like 2K, Fortnite, right? And then, you know, a few other games. I would say get the Slim, save some money on it. You know, if you're like a disc collector, then obviously, you know, you want something that's bigger. Only reason I would say get the Pro is if like you expect to play a lot of games, you know, just in rotation. Maybe if you play like a lot of online on those games too, so there's going to be a lot of data. But personally, I only have experience with the with just the regular PS5. All right, let's catch Kyogre now. Is the Alpha Donut the same thing? No, it's very different. Whoa, okay, let's see what we need for this. Hopefully I don't have to go back into hyperspace and find new berries. They have a disc version for the new Digimon game. I don't know. Let me see. Is it this Digimon story Time Stranger? I'm not really that tapped into Digimon, so I didn't even know about this. But I'd assume that they would, right? Yeah, seems like it. Looks like you can get it, GameStop has it in store, so I assume that means disc version. But also, what I recently saw at the store, sometimes they'll give you just like the digital code for the game, and it'll be like almost like a gift card. But instead of, you know, money for the store, it'll just be the code for the game. So when it says in store, it's hard to tell if that's what they mean. But I assume so, yeah. To my knowledge, yes. But yeah, hard to see. If Nintendo would just put their stuff on different consoles, man, it's business stuff. It's business. Business. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo is hogging a lot of series to, I mean, Pokemon is like never going to be on anything but a Nintendo system, for example. Just because Pokemon or Nintendo and Game Freak have that partnership that's just like unbreakable. Let me think what else. Mario, Zelda. Yeah, it literally just comes down to money, is really all that I can say about it. Nintendo probably realizes, you know, we release a Pokemon game, people are going to buy it. We release a Mario game, people are going to buy it. Zelda game, same thing, right? So they're like, all right, if we're going to make a bunch of money, they can either keep all that money in-house by only releasing it on Nintendo consoles and telling people, if you don't have the console, buy the console and get more money, or they can have to, you know, share profits with PlayStation, you know, Sony, Microsoft, and you know, it could end up still being even more of a profit, right? It could be the difference between keeping, and I'm making these numbers up, you know, literally off the top of out of nowhere, but it could be the difference between them, you know, keeping $5 million, keeping it all in house, or their shared portion with everybody could end up being 10 million. Who knows? But they have their, I'm sure, you know, their financial analysts and their data people to make those decisions for them. Okay, 50 points in sweet. I'm more worried about fresh. We need 370 in fresh. Let's go 3, it's 255. 320, 385. 50 in sweet, 50 in spicy. Well, we're good on sweet. We need 50 in spicy. Boom, there we go. 210 in sour, 180 in bitter. Almost good in sour. I am not good at all in bitter. What has a good bitter rating? This has a good bitter rating. Let's get us there. Let's get us there. Oh, let's go. Perfect. Plus 106. Here we go. All right, let's go get Kyogre. For Kyogre, cool thing about Kyogre is that he is a pure water type, both in base and in primal form, which means that we don't really have to switch our team too much, anything like that. So here's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm not arrogant enough to go into Kyogre with a mono water team, or am I? So I'm thinking I probably will keep Scoville in because he did a good job against Groudon. I'm thinking who I'll also throw on here is, that's the wrong Ampharos, but I'm looking for Kashimo, our level 100 Ampharos. There we go. So Kashimo will probably make the team. Tatsugiri, unfortunately, we just don't really have much for. It's the wrong Gardevoir. Kyogre also could know Ice Beam, which is why I'm hesitant to keep these three on the team. I could just look up his moveset, right? But what's the fun in that? Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Where did I leave Mereoleona? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, yeah, I absolutely 100% am arrogant enough to try to take on Kyogre with a mono water team. All right, here's the play, right? I'm going strategic. Mystical Fire. Lower his special attack. Won't even be able to damage me. Overly light screen as well, right? Boom. Won't even be expecting it. Won't be able to do anything to me. What do you mean we get Thunder Punch but not Thunderbolt? Okay. And then I'm also going to up Solar Beam. Yeah. Even though Kyogre will make it rain and Solar Beam's going to take even longer to charge, that's fine. Next. Scovillain. I mean, I think it goes without saying, but we're going to have to get rid of that, Ooh, Spicy Extract is a good gamble to go with. 258 special attack. Seed Bomb is also a viable option because the attack and special attack are more or less even. So I'm thinking of going Seed Bomb. Energy Ball is also a great option. I'm going to go Energy Ball. Yeah, there we go. Alright, all grass moves. Salamence. No, because we're going, Mono Fire, right? Acnologia. Thunder Punch is a great addition. Fire Punch is not going to do us much good. I don't really think he has much there anyways that we can make use out of. Solar Beam. Special. I don't want to just give every, because I know almost every fire type gets access to Solar Beam. Which, Game Freak, we need better water type coverage besides Solar Beam and like Thunder Punch on some physical attackers. But Fire Punch is just really not going to help us. I'm going to keep Acno as he is. Move around. Anko probably stay as she is. Unless I find somebody else that might have a better suited moveset. Roy doesn't really have anything that we could make use of, unfortunately. Roy is a great Mon. Just not really for these rogue mega battles, unfortunately. Shinra. Probably gets access to Solar Beam. Thunderfang. Just notice he has Golisopod's Megastone. Yeah, Solar Beam. Alright, I guess everybody's getting Solar Beam. Cool. And then, I need a replacement for Kashima, because I know I said I was arrogant enough to try it, so I'm trying it. Simisear, maybe. Nosuke, let's bring a Nosuke back. Change moves, you get Thunder Punch, right? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really get much else. Wild Charge, alright, let's take Wild Charge too. Cool. Alright. This is going to be our Mono Fire team that we are taking on Kyogre with. This one is inside the Wild Zone this time. That makes sense, because Wild Zone 5 takes you to the, like under the bridges and stuff, near the sewers. There's a lot of water. Alright, here we are. Let's go. Okay, so since our ace is going to be Scovillain, we don't want him first. Leading with Mereoleona, because she is going to be our screen setter and our Mystical Fire user. What's my favorite Pokemon? Infernape. Infernape is my favorite Mon. My first game ever was Pokemon Diamond, and I chose Chimchar as my starter, so Infernape has had a place in my heart ever since. Greninja's a dope Mon, though. Shout out Greninja. One of the coolest shinies in my opinion, too. Alright. We don't need any water. We're about to take on Kyogre. Plenty of water there. Let's go, let's go. Let's lock in. This is where Kyogre dwells. Always save here. Alright. The greatest fire type trainer in the world versus the strongest water type Pokemon in the world. Probably, off the top of my head. If we're not counting Water Plate Arceus. Yeah. Primal Kyogre, I think, has got it. In fact, base stat-wise, right? I'm talking lore-wise, not base stats, but even base stats, Kyogre might have it over Water Arceus. There we go. Alright. So since we're on a mono fire team, we have to be strategic here. Leading with Mereoleona, I'm going to go Light Screen right away. We know Kyogre is a special attacker with decent special defense, so our physical attacks are going to be pretty big here. Unfortunately, I don't have any physical attackers. I don't know why I didn't just switch Scovillain to a physical attacker, to be honest. That would have made it a lot easier, but here we go. So yeah, due to light screens and mystical fire, we now take minimal damage from Kyogre's Surge. Next up, I'm thinking... Truthfully, I just need to, there we go. Alright, perfect timing. Kyogre, I think this is, oh, okay, Thunder. Not a bad move to have on Kyogre. It does have the ability to cause accurate. Oh, what did he just hit me with? I don't know. Alright, we recovered that damage. Whatever that was, that really hit hard. Luckily, Giga Drain is doing its thing. I guess Bullet Seed is our physical move, right? Maybe I should replace Bullet Seed with Seed Bomb. Thinking. Ah! Land this and he's done. Or not done, but done. Alright, cool. Next part of the plan, we're going to swap out, build our Mega Energy back up, and then send out Scovillain again for the, the Grass type spam. Growth to boost stats. I'm thinking we send out Mereoleona, right? Set up screens again so that we take less damage. We won't be able to use Mystical Fire, unfortunately. Oh, and we evolved. Okay, great. Yeah, won't be able to use Mystical Fire just because of, oh, so wait, we can use Fire. No, we can't. Okay, I was about to say. Because, I was going to say, Kyogre's ability is similar to Groudon, except instead of neutralizing Fire type, Water type, we neutralize Fire. Blade Gear, I'm thinking, oh, move. Set up screens. Psychic. Oh. Might have to swap out Mereoleona just because I want to set up screens with one time before we Mega Evolve. No! Okay. Alright, we don't have screens anymore, but... Mega Evolution, damage. Growth. Doing good on killing the calories too. Damage. Here, let's go, villain. Don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. Growth again. Whoa, what was that? What attack was that? Oh, wow. Okay. Isn't Kyogre 110 special defense? Yeah, he's a bulky special defender. I'm thinking I probably should have swapped the Bullet Seed. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Now my health is in danger. Yeah, I probably should have swapped Bullet Seed for all right, Ember got O-Code. Nice. What is my team doing? Get it together. Oh, that didn't heal anything. Okay. No, Skull Villain. That's not good. Mega Evolution saved us from that. But it's still not looking too great. Were we too arrogant for attempting Primal Kyogre with a mono fire team? Oh no, because I can still heal, can't I? Okay. Saving it. In fact, you know what? Yeah, saving it. This is that move that Oko does before. Origin Pulse, Kyogre's signature move, actually. Alright, same thing. Our resilience is unbeatable. How do I even, like, what do I do to dodge that, you know? Come on, Scovillain! End it, baby! Let's go! Hey, what did I say? Not even the strongest water-type Pokemon in the world can beat the best fire-type trainer in the world, man. Ben 10 Solo's Pokemon verse? Probably not, but he'd get close. Alien X would do a lot. Really, I mean, it would come down to Alien X versus Arceus, right? In the case of Ben 10 versus Pokemon. So he could. I'm not gonna say no. It would come down to, yeah, pretty much Alien X versus Arceus. Who does what first? Does Alien X... The reason why I say probably not is because, you know, the caveat with Alien X being that you have to get the personalities to agree. Although, and I could be wrong on this, I do believe that in later iterations of Ben 10, Ben did manage to make a deal with the Two Consciousness to where he has full control. So, assuming that he has full control, yeah, it would come down to, does Ben use Alien X to erase the Pokemon verse, or does Arceus use, you know, his reality warping abilities to erase Alien X? Thing is, though, right, it's not only Arceus that has reality warping abilities. You have Pokemon like Jirachi that can grant wishes that are, you know, limitless in power as well. Then it's a matter of Pokemon that, you know, control space and time. So, for example, Alien X could erase Dialga, but does Alien X erase Dialga before Dialga says, you know what, I'm going to just rewrite time so that Ben Tennyson is never born. So yeah, it would definitely be one of those where you can't really say, you know, outright who would win. It would probably depend on the situation. Alright, so we got Groudon and Kyogre. Let's see what's next. There we go. Took down Kyogre. First try, Mono Fire Team. Well, Mono Fire Team ignoring the fact that our ace for this team happened to be Scoville and that knew all grass type moves. And we got the red and blue orbs, baby. Oh, you best believe I'm adding Primal Groudon to my team, man. Are these things banned in competitive? I haven't seen anybody use them, but I feel like you could really make good use out of them. Either way, yeah, we're 100% adding Primal Groudon to our team. I gotta find a name for him, though. I already gave Heatran the title Jogo, which I think makes more sense. I mean, Heatran is the volcanic Pokemon. Groudon is more like the ground, but because its primal version is fire type, gotta add that. And it causes the sun, which strengthens fire type moves. So, let me think. Could go Yamamoto from Bleach. I want it to be somebody who's like really, really powerful too. You know, I'm talking not just like, you know, like fire users are, you know, in every show, but I'm not talking some guy that, you know, runs around casually throwing fireballs, breathe a little bit of fire. I'm talking somebody that, you know, can burn the whole world down. That's what Groudon is. Oops. So we're looking for, let me think. So yeah, Yamamoto is up there for fire users. We already have an ENV. Natsu just doesn't seem fitting for a Groudon either. You know, Natsu is obviously one of the best fire users around, but he's not like as towering a monstrous like that. Who's the big dreamer trying to get a meet and greet with Rayquaza? That's Ansha. Yeah, Ansha, which is hardest you can for you to encounter Rayquaza? How? Yeah. Get deeper into why she would. Why is this a task? Wait, so if all I have to do is get Ansha to wish to meet Rayquaza, and she wants to wish to meet Rayquaza, why are we making this more complicated? Can't you just do it? Alright, let me think. What's another name that I could go with? I wonder if it changes the weather effects outside too. Because I don't think they've ever added that to a Pokemon game with overworld mons, where if you use, you know, Pokemon with like Drizzle or something, especially because there's no abilities in this. With that sense, if you use like Drizzle or something, you know, would it affect the weather? All right, let's see. So we're gonna swap that back to that. The light screen is nice to have. I might even keep light screen on, just because it is very nice to have. I don't get much use out of Dazzling Gleam, but I'm going to keep Dazzling Gleam. And then we'll swap it out for Light Screen if it happens to be appropriate. And then we had you on Nasty Plot, right? Groudon, Precipice Blades, Fire Blast, Scorching Sand. Let's get you on an Earthquake. Gotta have Earthquake. I'm also gonna give him a Stone Edge. Somewhere. What do you mean it won't be able to relearn? Why did he do this? Yeah, we don't need Scorching Sands. Groudon is a physical attacker. Unfortunately, we just don't have much use for special attacks here. We'll give him Thunder Punch too. Although I feel like Fire Punch would be slightly more appropriate. Fire Punch is not a TM, is it? Okay. A little bit offended that. Oh no, yes it is. Precipice Blade's gotta keep. Let's give him Fire Punch instead. Is this considered a Mega Stone? So it's not considered a Mega Stone, right? Red orb would be... Huh, okay. Oh wait, no, you never had Flamethrower, you had Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, because you were set up mod. Alright, there we go. Team moves are back to normal. I don't have an adamant mint, do I? Don't have an adamant mint. Shoot. Alright, luckily I've done this enough times to know where to get one. Probably gonna end soon, but I do want to just get our Primal Groudon right so we can see what that looks like. Down this way. Then I'll fix its I was just in the Rust Syndicate office actually. I should have gone back there to make sure that my IVs are set to, or EVs set to 0. And yeah, I'll hyper train and do the EVs and stuff on my own time. I'm gonna do it and you're gonna tell me that Groudon already has no EVs. Right? Yeah. Alright. Well, now that we know that Groudon is all set, I'm just gonna give him this Adamant Mint. You know what? Maybe I will do the EVs now too, and then I'll do the IVs later. Just because I don't think I have enough bottle caps to finish hyper training it, so I'd have to go into rank and do a bunch of ranked battles, or try to do the challenges. Either way, I don't have time to leave it up to RNG for right now. Do some shopping. Buy protein. 26 to max out the attack stat. We have 1. I'm thinking HP. And then I guess iron for defense. I already have 2, but now we have 3. So let me see. Adamant Nature with 0 EVs and... Oh, and the attack IV's already best. Cool. So special attack and HP. Nice. Decent stats all around. Yeah, it's looking like defense, HP, and attack. So, we have Adamant Nature. Already have best stats in almost everything we're looking for, and then we can always hyper train later. There we go. Cool. Now everything should be maxed out. Yep, on effect. And from here, take Groudon from level 80 to level 100. I'll think of a name later. But for now, see what this thing looks like. Boom. Alright, so I need to gather Primal Energy to Primal Revert. go into Wild Zone 20 then, in the meantime. Oh wow, that does a lot of damage. Unfortunately, that takes just way too long. Oh, okay, look at that. Primal Reversion. So we don't need to gather energy, it just happens, I guess, when we enter battle. Oh, nice. Yeah, this thing looks sick. Yeah, I'm a fan. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Stay right there, Radon. Absolutely. If I can even like get it in frame, man. I don't even know. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. Infinite Zia Royale. Change photo. I'm gonna use this for now. If I can get us both in the frame, though. Right. Even if I zoom out. Hold on, almost there. Oh yeah. Or yeah, I think it's just this thing is just too big to fully get us both in the frame, right? Maybe if I don't even know. Hold on, still. Alright, what if I did it like this? Nope, that didn't work at all. Oh wait, hold on. I mean, it's a cool capture like that. But yeah, getting us both in the frame for the ZA thing. Not gonna happen, I fear. Starting 5 Pokemon for a basketball game. Oh, great question. Fantastic question. Let me think. Alright. Starting 5 for a basketball game. And I'm gonna give some good answers. I'm not just gonna go, you know, the most broken legendary Pokemon. So if I had to come up with a starting 5 for a basketball game, for starters, I'm going Garchomp, right? Put Garchomp on my team. Why? Because Garchomp, actually, no. Forget about Garchomp. Give me either Latios and Latias, both of them. Same reason as Garchomp, for the fact that they can fly at insane speeds, all right? Give me Latios and Latias, hand them the ball, pass them the ball, straight to the rim every time, all right? So that's 2 right there. I'm not even thinking about positions, to be honest. I'm just thinking about, you know, what Pokemon is the most useful. We're going to need some defense, of course, though, right? We're going to need some defense. And again, I don't want to just go with the broken mon, so I'm not just going to go with, you know, a Pokemon that can wipe the other team out of existence. For defense, I could go something like Warlord, right? A nice big man. Or for defense, give me Machamp. Give me Machamp on defense. Yep. See, Hasbin, you had the right idea. Give me Machamp on defense. Right? You got 4 hands right there. Great defender right there. That's 3. Hasbin Hotel versus Beats Pokemon verse. Low to mid diff. I don't know anything about Hasbin Hotel, so maybe. Let me think. So we have Latios, Machamp. Also, throw on Infernape, right? Because that's my GOAT. I'm going to throw on my favorite Pokemon regardless. My GOAT. Uh-oh, what Pokemon wants smoke? Yeah, throw on Infernape. That's my GOAT. That's 4 right there. I don't really have much of an explanation for Infernape. I mean, he's based off Sun Wukong, one of the strongest characters ever written. He's not quite as strong, but I like to pretend. And then Number 5. Number 5, let me get Lucario. Lucario's not a bad choice. Thing is though, right? Lucario is short. A lot of people don't know this. The average Lucario, I believe, is only like 4'11". Now that being said, the average Infernape is also only like 4'11". But nepotism, I choose my favorite Pokemon. I like I said, I don't have a better explanation than that. But Lucario's not a bad pick. If you can project like the his aura into the basketball and then control it like that, make every shot. Lucario, definitely not a bad pick. I'm thinking maybe a psychic type Pokemon, right? Use telekinesis to control the ball. Something like an Alakazam, maybe a Gardevoir. Mewtwo even. Matter of fact, you know what? Give me Gengar. Give me Gengar, right? Gengar is a ghost type Pokemon known for like haunting houses and stuff. Have Gengar go invisible, bro. Actually, scratch that. We're playing dirty. Give me Rotom, possess the scoreboard. No matter what happens, my team is always in the lead. Boom. Strategic. Yeah, there we go. So my starting 5, Latias, Latios, Machamp, Infernape, Rotom. Boom. Straight to the championship. Ring season, baby. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here for now, man. As always, thanks to y'all for showing up, showing out, and showing love. Happy New Year, y'all. It is 2026. So excited for this year. Gonna be a great year. Got some more Pokemon to play. Got some other games that I do plan on playing that I'm excited for. So stay tuned for that. But for now, man, hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Fantastic weekend. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. I mean, you got to be playing against new Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon versus Pokemon for sure. Yeah, Pokemon versus Pokemon. That's what I chose it based off of. Pokemon versus Pokemon. Obviously, you know, I wanted to avoid choosing like the super broken mons, right? No Pokemon that are literally like warping time, space, reality, anything like that. These Pokemon are still, you know, strong in their own right. But the only broken ability really that I have on that team that's not like athletic advantage is Rotom being able to hack under the scoreboard. So if I can't do that, then who did I say before? I forget. I had somebody before Rotom. So if I can't do that, then Gengar. Yeah, I was gonna say Gengar could be invisible. It's also kind of a dirty play, but hey, invisible defense, tap in. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Hope y'all have a good one.